Hey YouTube, and welcome to another episode of Shenzo Plays. Today I'm hopping back into Minecraft on a Monday. I don't know if we're going to make Minecraft Mondays a thing or not, but we'll see how support does today. Um, yeah, we're just going to go back into the custom world, the peaceful one, the creative world. That's the word I was thinking of. And we're just going to go in and do, probably build on that more, maybe try to get a little bit more creative, maybe look up some ideas. I don't know what we're going to do, but it's going to be chill, it's going to be fun, and I hope you'll enjoy it. But if you do enjoy it, please consider leaving a like and a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Follow me on all my social media down below, and we'll see you guys on the other side, okay? Love you, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, welcome back. We're just loading in. As you can see, we have my Twitch free play here. I should come up with a more creative name for the world, but I'm a tired YouTube. For those that don't know, I started my training recently, and it's been kind of exhausting. And then today, I actually spent. I did forget to move my camera back, and that's okay. Let me do that real quick. Hang on. But yeah, I drove down to San Diego,
Oh
which
yeah.
from where I am. Hi, Sin. Thank you so much for resubscribing 6 months at Tier 1 for 38 months. That's incredible. Thank you so very, very much. Uh, yeah, so for those that don't know, I live about 90 miles away from San Diego and about 90 miles away from LA. So it's kind of nice because it's not like a super far trip, but yeah, I ended up driving all the way down. Whoops, wrong keyboard. Do that every time. I ended up driving down to go into the office, and it was so funny. There was literally one person in the entire office. They have an entire floor of like this giant office building to themselves, and yeah, we there's only one guy there, and it was the IT guy, and he was great. Like I ended up staying a little longer than I thought I would because I really did enjoy talking to him. So that was kind of fun. Sin is asking, did it all go okay? Yeah, I think so. He had a new laptop for me. We tested a couple things on it. The real test is going to be today, but for those that don't know, the main reason why I drove out there was because the shipping cost on for sending me a new laptop would have been super expensive, and it didn't make any freaking sense to do it. When I'm like, I can just drive down there on a day when I don't really have anything else. So it was cool too because I also now have access to the building. He also got me all set up, so now I can get into the building, which is kind of nice. So if I ever go back, um, I can just go in on my own and talk to whoever I need to talk to, which is kind of cool. Because yeah, for those that don't know, if you want to know where Shenzo's brain has been, it has been somewhere else. Is the best I can say, because I uh I I don't even know like how to put it into words, but I drove all the way there, and then as I'm walking up the stairs to the third floor, I'm thinking, I don't have a key card. I really hope there's a yeah, I really hope I don't need a key card to get into the building. And sure enough, as I'm thinking this, I turn and see the door, and yep, there's a key card. I'm like, welp, R.I.P. me, I guess. So yeah, I had to call in, which wasn't a huge deal. Luckily, it was pretty easy for someone to let me in, but it was just definitely one of those moments where I went like, well, shit. Like as soon as I got there, I was like, well, shit. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. I hope you guys, kind of funny, Greg Miller, get it? Um, but no, I hope you guys, I hope you guys got a laugh out of that because I certainly as hell did. I thought it was so typical of me. Just so typical of everything I stand for. to to get there and be like, oh yeah, I probably should have thought about this before I made the long drive over. but I did not, and you know that's on me. You know that's honestly on me. So I can't even be mad about it. You know, it's just one of those things where it's like, welp, that was unfortunate. Alrighty, so yeah, now we've got a kind of a nice little area. I think this looks pretty nice. Like obviously it's a very small village at the moment. We'll probably add some more homes and you know maybe make some smaller ones rather than like a giant farmhouse like this again. But I do kind of like this style of roof. I think we did a good job here. Yeah, no notes. Though I will say, if I could do it again, I would probably just shift all of this over. Like I would just shift this house over like 3 blocks, just so you know it doesn't look like the wall is here for nothing. But that's just my 2 cents. Near. All right, so I did promise to make T-Fark something, so we need to build a giant chicken, because I promised T-Fark I would, and I even marked the spot for it. Hi, Anna. How are you? It's good to see you. Welcome. All right. So let's start this giant chicken. I am tired. Oh, me too, Anna. I feel that. Yep. I hope I did see that there I did see your work update, and I'm so sorry. I hope I definitely hope that it won't be too terrible. But I am thinking about you. Yeah, it's nothing too extra. It's just annoying. Yeah, I definitely get that. It's just one more thing to deal with. Well, I was really hoping that I could make like a an easy foot, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Some days you just roll out of bed and you don't think you can get away with that much anymore. Yeah, I feel you on that one. That's pretty much how I am as well when it comes to work. Is I am very much like, yeah, I'm just gonna work from home, and some days I just do exactly what you do, and I roll right out of bed and call it good. There's a chicken right here. What is it? What are those feet look like? Yeah, actually, you know that this doesn't look too bad as far as chicken foot, huh? I think this looks pretty good. I may want to move it over one though, just so I have a little bit more space to actually build the giant chicken. But all right, guys, I hope you're ready for T-Fark's giant chicken. Um, all right, let's see. You know, maybe I should put a different color of fence. Let's take a look. Yeah, we can do like the bamboo fence. I think that'll look better. For the feetsies. Yeah. I want to break up this whole floor too, because I'm gonna do something with it, but Excuse me, sir. You are in the way. Rude. All right, so there's the giant chicken feet. Also, guys, I want to say thank you again for using my new emotes. I've gotten a lot of compliments on them recently, and I'm very, very grateful. One of the stats I saw, I couldn't believe it. Some of the emotes are being used like literally hundreds of times in other channels. I gotta notice, I think that my most used emote is currently the rave emote that Anna just used, and I believe it's been used like 400 times in the last 30 days. Not counting uses in my channel. Which is just honestly wild to me, but I'm also super freaking grateful for it. So thank you guys so very, very much. I just want to make sure I say thank you again while I was thinking about it, because I saw that stat again when I was cleaning some stuff up today. Because, yeah, for those that don't know, I am assuming you are going to unlock the super special, awesome twerking emote. Which, yes, YouTube, that is currently, at the time of this recording, and a potential reward is to get a twerking emote. I am a tenth of the way on YouTube from being able to bring emotes over there and to stream over there consistently. So that's kind of cool. But I have a long way to go on YouTube. That's for sure. So YouTube, if you're watching this, want to help me out? Hey, hit that subscribe button. Even if you never watch my shit, that'll help a lot. So thank you. All right, let's see here. What would T Fark want? I imagine. I imagine he would want something fun. So let's go with. I do red sand. Sounds like something T Fark would like. I could have them make be on a platform of cactus, but that doesn't seem nearly as fun. Oops. One. So something funny I think you guys might appreciate is I was listening to Spotify a bit, and I just put it on like one of the random like recommended, you know, channels they have. It's like you might like this because it's a good way for me to discover like new music and new releases because, as I'm sure all of you know, I really do an incredibly piss poor job of staying on top of everything. And I thought it was really funny, and I'm not mad about this at all, but I thought it was really funny that almost every recommended song I had today was some cover from K-pop Demon Hunters. And if you guys want to know why I think it's funny, it's because I have yet to actually see K-pop Demon Hunters because I don't have Netflix. I haven't had Netflix in over like 5 years now. And I haven't gotten around to watching it. But apparently it is it's a really big deal right now for anyone who doesn't know or anyone who lives under a rock, like me. And I don't know. I think it was so funny because it's like, man, I haven't watched K-pop Demon Hunters yet, but I'm still getting everything like recommended to me, which I thought was very interesting. And again, I'm not mad about it. I am not even remotely upset about it. But it was just one of those things. I just thought it was very funny that it's like, man, I am probably the only person on this planet who has yet to see K-pop Demon Hunters. And yet I have been basically doing nothing but listening to music from it. For, all day today, which I thought was really funny. Yeah, I had like 3 covers of, I think, Your Idol. I had 2 covers of Takedown, Soda Pop. I'm trying to think what the other one was. Golden, I think is what it was. So I thought that was amusing. But alright, let's take a look. Where is that chicken? We have a chicken wandering around here. Here you are. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna say that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side there. 4 back, 3 up front, maybe. So I'll have to scale that slightly. Let's see here. I could do blocks of quartz. Let's take a look at some planks. Or pale. I kind of want to make the whole thing out of wood, but that's just my personal bias talking, perhaps. So let's see. Yeah, so the foot is like 2 beyond. I guess we'll just do 1, just because I don't want to kind of go outside of this designated building area. Though I guess if I really had to, I could just bring it forward while we haven't started. This doesn't exactly line up the way I wanted it to anyway. Yeah, I think I might bring this forward a bit. So let's Yeah, so let's build this out, and we'll just kind of make this the length of the duck. I mean chicken. All right. Okay. I mean, I guess I could do this for the foot. It actually does look kind of nice, I must say. Looks more like a complete flipper. Yeah, this actually, I think, worked out pretty well. That was not planned, but I'm pretty happy about it, if I'm going to be completely honest. All right. Yeah, that actually turned out, I think, kind of nice. I like it. I dig it. All right, let's take a look at the chicken. Okay. So, here's the base for the chicken. Would you mind, sir? Sir? Okay. So, where'd that chicken go? I could just spawn a chicken if I really needed to, but I do like just having a nearby reference. Where'd the chicken go? Yeah, I wonder if I can replace these with a gray banner versus a white banner. That might look a little bit more like a tombstone, but that we can tackle that later. Okay, let's see here. So probably want to leave that a little bit higher to represent the wing here, right? I'll have to take a look at it again, but I think this is turning out to be kind of solid, huh? Maybe do one more layer here. And let's see. Hmm. And let's see, we have where are the stairs here, huh? Where are my stairs? See, yeah, see. Got some pale oak stairs, and let's get let's see, is that really the reddest we've got? All right. You know, I have to be honest, I'm impressed with myself. I think this came out great. Hi, TechWiz, how are you? Though, this is one thing I will change. There we go. T-Fark has his giant chicken. I actually really like how that came out, and I did that pretty much just by eyeballing it. I feel awesome. Hell yeah. Look at this shit, huh? Oh, hang on. Alright, I'll respond to that in a minute. But there we go. One giant chicken for, now lava. I think if I poured lava on this, I think it would set the whole thing on fire, unfortunately. And though, you know, T-Fark would probably approve if I put lava underneath this chicken. Look at all those chickens! I think I have to do it, right? I think I don't want to speak for T-Fark, but I think if I put the chicken on top of a lava pit here, I think he would approve. But of course, I will have to replace with all the excess wood with obsidian around it to contain said lava. But you know, I think for the bit this is worth. So let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Thank you, Rainella. Yeah, make sure to show that to T-Farks. I don't think T-Fark's here right now. But I promised T-Fark I would build him a giant chicken. And I believe that I have fulfilled my promise. Alright, now let's really hope this doesn't fuck everything up. And set it all on fire for what I'm about to do. Let's really hope I don't fuck this whole thing up. Thank you, Rainella. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. TechWiz, I hope you're doing well. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. Just to be safe, I'm going to get a copy of everything. I could leave the sand, but what's the fun in that? You know, what's life without a little risk, right? Yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Well, that's all right. We'll rebuild the chicken. Actually, I might be able to douse it. Let's see. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen, but you know that's okay. It was worth it for the bit. I have no regrets. And look, we saved most of the chicken. Started playing Mega Bonk. I might be addicted already. Yeah, I started playing it last night, and God, that game is both amazing and infuriating at the same time. I'm honestly very impressed. Yep, and now we have fried chicken. Exactly. It did unfortunately set part of the house on fire, but luckily, nothing too bad. But yeah, I can't even be like the slightest bit upset about that if I'm just being, you know, completely honest, because I had a feeling that was what was gonna happen. I really did. But you know, it was worth a try for the Minecraft gag. Alright, now the hardest part about this is gonna be getting all the water to stop. That's gonna be the hardest part. It's gonna be cleaning up all the water again. But look, sometimes with art, you need to take a few risks. That's all. Ooh, okay. Let's see. La 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 lava chicken. I did it! Yay! Alright, now we gotta rebuild the chicken. So, start here. And we'll just we'll make our way and repair the whole thing. We'll do some of the details in a minute. But yeah, we got this. We absolutely got this. No problem. All right. But look, would it really be a T-Fark chicken if I didn't build it and then immediately set it on fire? I mean, come on, that sounds exactly like the sort of thing T-Fark would approve of. Am I wrong? 3 hours to play Final Fantasy Tactics? Not that you're counting or anything, right, Raynella? But that's exciting. I'm really happy for you. I know you've been really excited about that game for a while. Nope, not at all. Hey, you know what? That's fair. Fair and valid. Alright, let's see here. We need wood. And I don't even remember what we used. Actually, no, we didn't use this. We used this type of wood. That's why. Okay. Which one did we use here? So one thing I didn't grab. That's because it's in here. Aha! Yeah, we used cherry. Okay. Cherry there, and then we had red sand. Oops. And don't worry, we'll repair the fisherman's hut in a second. All right, so we've got our um yeah, I mean I think that looks pretty good, huh? And we do this, whoops, that, and then right there. Nope, right there. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. I think it was 1, 2, 3, like that. No, no, no. It was one back. Okay. One back. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope, nope. I had it right the first time, but that's okay. Okay. And here we go. One giant chicken for T-Fork. Though I don't really care for the wings there, so let me just rotate this. I think this will look a little better, but we'll see. All right. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. That looks good. You just put some finishing touches on my masterpiece here. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. Man, I have to say, this looks even better, huh? I think this looks really good. I'm very very happy with this giant duck. All right, so let's repair this. Luckily, this didn't burn a ton. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a chance to try and repair this roof. I don't really care for this roof design, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Looks okay, but I don't know. There's just something about it that's a little off-putting to me. Let me check inside and see if it's actually... Oops. Well, press the wrong button. There we go. Alright, yeah, and I repaired the inside. Luckily, it doesn't look like a ton burned down in here, which is good. Alright. Let's replace this roof. Like, it's okay, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. So I'm replacing it with something else. All right, so we got our chicken. We did this roof, which this is probably my favorite style of roof out of the ones we've done. But I am a big fan of this one as well. So let's change colors here. What color roof should we go for here, everybody? What are we thinking? Here's some stairs. We could do like a stone roof. Dark oak. Okay, yeah, I think there's a dark oak here. Here we go. Yeah, we can absolutely do that. No problem. All right, let me get some dark oak planks as well. Currently playing Good Pizza, Great Pizza. I've never heard of that game, Anna. What's it about? I assume it's about pizza, but you know what they say about assuming. Cute little pizza shop simulator. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I'm on board. It's on mobile and Steam. Nice. Hey, Mask. How you doing? Howdy, howdy. I think this roof looks a lot better, personally. I dig it. No, you're good, Mask. You're good. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. All right, so there we go. We got our giant chicken. And yeah, I think it looks pretty good. If I was honestly being a perfectionist, I would probably build it out like one more and have the tail extend like a little further. But I think this is fine. This will just be a very, very wide chicken. Yeah, you just see like how much further back the tail is from the head here. Yeah, like even then, maybe I should have jutted the head out a little bit more, but I think this is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Art isn't perfect, and I did this all with just eye and a chicken, so I feel pretty good about it. But yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. I'm satisfied with it. So hopefully T-Farg likes it. But there we go. The defining feature of this small village will be a giant wooden duck. I know it's a chicken, but I'm sorry. It looks like a duck to me. Minecraft chickens look like ducks. Alrighty. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good, guys. I feel pretty satisfied with it, personally speaking. I don't know how you guys feel, but yeah, as a whole, I like this a lot. I think it's turned out very well. I feel very good about it. All right, so now ducking. I know, right? It's a ducking. All right, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're fixing it. We're fixing it. There we go. That's perfection right there. I know it's never to I know it's never about aiming for perfection, but I got to be honest. I think this may be one of the single greatest things I have ever made. I am very happy with this chicken. So, Rainella, I don't know if you want to clip this or screenshot it and send it to T-Fark about the new and improved chicken. But I think this may be this may be peak for me, guys. I'm sorry, but I think it's all downhill from here. I don't think there's any way I'm topping this magnificent piece of art. I think I think I've peaked, guys, and we're not even playing peak, which is wild. But I'm very happy with this. I think this has turned out incredible. All right, let me grab a sign. There we go, guys. Forty Fork, may you haunt your nemesis. I'm wait. I'm waiting for Ranella to come back and go. Wait, what? All right, let's fix this up. There it is. Betrayal. Alrighty. Well, guys, I think we have done everything we set out to do for this. So now it's just a bunch of extra stuff. Obviously, you know, we can still. There's still a few more things we can do. You know, we can add some more torches around the duck, for example. Let's just get this all nice and uniform here. Betrayal, yeah. There we go. Next time T-Fark shows up and we're playing Minecraft, we'll have to show him that sign. I think he'll appreciate it. Yeah, so just as a reminder for everyone watching on Twitch, this is the second to last day for September. So if you would like to try and unlock the twerking emote, you know, probably want to start working on that now if we can. If not, no worries. I get it, you know. Finances are tough for a lot of people at the moment, and we have gotten a ton of support. So, you know, if for whatever reason we don't get it, don't stress. I'm extremely grateful, but I do want to do my due diligence and, you know, remind everybody that, like, hey, you know, we've got we are at a limited amount of time left to earn that reward. So I hope you guys, yeah, if you want it, it's all yours. But we're at 111. It looks like we had 2 fall off today, which isn't super surprising. And yeah, I mean, we absolutely can make it. You know, if we get like a couple really, you know, even, God, if we get really lucky on the RNG with Valorant, 5 subs could get us there. You know what I mean? We are less than 70 away. I have seen Valorant give away 50 subs twice with 5 so far during the event. Odds are low, but hey, you know, as long as I'm not gambling, I think you guys should be fine. But like I said, it's well. Thank you, TechWiz, who just gifted out 20 subs, and Valorant's going to give 4. I'm not going to read all the names out because I'm recording, but that also will start a hype train, so thank you guys. Thank you, TechWiz, so much. That's incredibly generous. If you're gifted a sub by TechWiz, please consider saying thank you. You don't have to, but it is the right thing to do. And thank you again, TechWiz. Yeah, that's going to put us, that is, I think, going to unlock, if I know this correctly, that is going to give us the Plucky Squire for sure and put us within striking distance of the Telos Principal. So thank you guys very, very much. That's incredible. Thank you so much for your generosity. And yeah, we're 34 away from the twerking emote. 34 subs. I think it'll happen. Hey, Ace, speaking of which, Ace is one of the people gifted a sub. Ace, thank you for saying thank you to TechWiz. I much appreciate that. Very kind of you. All right, let's see here. What do I want to do with this? There we go, TechWiz. TechWiz is prepared. Like I said, it could happen. I'm not going to say it will, but I do believe in you guys. I hope you know that. Unless, of course, you are the type of people that only respond to reverse psychology, in which case, I'm sorry you can't do it. You're all really lame, and there's no way you're going to get the twerking emote. Just no way, you know? You're done. We got one more stream after this today, and then it's over, and it's gone forever, and it's never coming back. I don't know. What's more effective with you guys? Are you buying into the reverse psychology? You know, like a bunch of teenagers or children, or you know, do you prefer the encouragement? I honestly don't know with you guys. People do like butts. This is true. Ace brings up a great point. People do like butts. I have, in fact, I have it on good authority that, you know, people like big butts and they cannot lie. I have it on pretty good authority from, you know, Sir Mix-a-Lot. And Jonathan Colton, who did a cover of Baby Got Back, which is still to this day one of my favorite covers of all time. Shenzo could be like one of those rap guy's girlfriends. Wait a minute. Oh god, no, no, no. Unfortunately, Shenzo has no ass to speak of. Now, maybe if I spent a lot of time at the gym, maybe I could be like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Maybe. But it would probably take a lot more work than I'm willing to put in. Hell yeah, there you go, Ace. There do be a lot of booty emotes. This is a fact. Ace, sculptor of the cheeks. Yeah, so for those that don't know, Ace has created a couple emotes, including 2 of the twerking emotes over on Twitch from some of our friends. So that is a very fair and accurate title. Because Ace did indeed sculpt some of those cheeks. Look, I like my Sephiroth cheeks. Raynella, I mean this with nothing but love and respect. But is there anything about Sephiroth you don't love? I mean, come on. His jacket on. You know, that's a really fair and valid point. Yeah. And that is going to do it for the hype train. Thank you very much, everybody. Much appreciated. I always feel really weird with hype trains because it's like I'm recording for YouTube, and YouTube is obviously not going to see the hype train live. So, how much should I, you know, upplay it? Especially with the smaller community type thing. I don't know. I gotta figure something out with it. I gotta find a happy medium somewhere. Alrighty. Then he waddled away, waddle waddle. Till the very next day, bop 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 ba da da. As you can tell, I still have ducks on the mind. Okay. Just tell YouTube if they want to see some hype, come over to Twitch for all the hypeness. True. Yeah, I've been trying to be better about, like, you know, stuff for YouTube, but I just really wish YouTube was a little bit better for live streaming. That's all. But if wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. Alrighty. Hmm. You know, let's do something different here. I originally had an idea for what I wanted to do, and now I have a different idea. So let's see. Big iron, big iron. But thank you again, TechWiz, so much for your generosity. For those that don't know, TechWiz is pretty much, along with Valorant, has been like single-handedly carrying this sub drive, this sub push. So huge shout out again to TechWiz. Thank you so very, very much. Please do not put yourself in financial jeopardy to support the stream. But again, just thank you very, very much. That's so incredibly kind and so very, very generous. Tech is indeed a madman. This is true. Can confirm, have played Helldivers with him. Can confirm. And we do love him for it. Yeah, just as a reminder, everybody, we are very, very close.
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra!
Speaking of madmen, hello, Raz. Welcome on in. It's good to see you. Yeah, so as a reminder, we are working towards a couple goals. We still have, I believe we're 34 away from the twerking emote that I will have to commission, which that's going to be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to tell you guys how that one goes. Because I don't think my normal emote person has that, so I think I'll have to make a unique commission for it, which will be very interesting. Never seen your streams before, and randomly got gifted a sub. Yeah, well, hello. First of all, hello. Is it hi H3 or I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, but yeah, we're doing a bit of a sub push right now, and so most of the community has been gifted subs. So most likely you probably just got luck of the draw. E3. Okay, well, E3, it is very nice to meet you. I am so sorry I like absolutely butchered your name upon the first thing you coming on in here, but thank you for saying hello. And yeah, basically with Twitch, we currently have a community of about just over 550, and 136 of them are subbed. So more than likely, you just got luck of the draw there. But welcome on in. It's good to have you here. And thanks for saying hello. Mr. Tanner, why are you woofing, bud? Is everything okay? Is Timmy in the well? Well, he stopped woofing, so I assume Timmy is not in the well. Return the slab! What's your offer? I was hoping this would work, but I don't think it's going to. That's alright. Alright, how do I want to do this? Yeah, you know, this actually... Yeah, you know what? I think we'll do it this way. I don't know if this will be a good idea or not, but... Build in a rickety old staircase. With no handlebars, just like God intended. But yeah, welcome on in. We're just doing some Minecraft. Honestly, just chill stream today. I was in the car for most of the day, so I'm just trying to take it easy. But welcome. It's good to have you here. I hope you're having a great day today or evening, depending on where you are in the world. That, we got that, we got that. Yep, even that's gonna be. That's okay. We'll make it work. Maybe we'll do a slab here. Jill here. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you know, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. It's much appreciated. All right, let's go slab here. We'll go dark oak slab. We'll fix that. Let's see. Will that help at all? Not quite. All right, let's get a fence. Fence, fence, fence. Do like iron bar. And grow fence to match stairs, perhaps? Let's just see. Yeah, you know, I think that looks pretty good. We can just put this right here. Whoops. Here. All right, cool. We can use this as like a little storage nook. Hey, Jesse, welcome on in. Yeah, things are great. You know, just hanging out, having a good time. We're getting significantly closer to unlocking that twerking emote, thanks to a huge amount of generosity from TechWiz. Do a oak plank there. But yeah, you know, no major complaints. I'm just experimenting with a lighthouse. If you guys you couldn't tell about what I was doing here. So let's see here. We have that. And let's see. Two layers here. Now, you know what? You know what I need to do? Forget these fences. Well, most of them anyway. Keep those. I know what we need to do instead of this fence. Oops. Don't have to worry about pronouncing my name. I type it randomly because I couldn't come up with anything. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, E3, thank you very much for coming in and hanging out with us for a bit. Much appreciated. I know sometimes it's always a little weird when it's like, I've never seen your channel. Why am I subbed to you? Definitely been there, but I definitely appreciate you coming on in and being so cool about it. You know, there's quite a few people unfortunately that have come on in and have been like, you know, what the fuck? And to an extent, fair. But at the same time, also, you know, we don't control the we don't control the Twitch algorithm, you know what I mean? So I very much appreciate when someone comes in and is like, hey, you know, don't know why I'm here, but howdy. It's a very nice, it's very pleasant, and I try not to take that for granted. So thank you. Oh, you know what I should do? I have I have an Let's see if this will work. I don't know if it'll work, but let's see. You all right there, Tanner boy? So for those that are just joining or who do not know, I have a 115-pound dog, and I also have 3 cats. And my dog likes to make his opinions known. Yes, Tanner boy, what's wrong? All right. So I'm going to go check on my dog. I'll be right back, everybody. Hang tight. YouTube, it'll be a second. Twitch, 2 minutes, hopefully. I'm going to go see what's up. I'll be right back. Hey, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Tanner did need to go out. So, yep, he went potty. No problem. Even found a cat that wasn't supposed to be there. But yeah, he's doing really well, guys. I checked his leg today, and while he's definitely not fully recovered, he is able to put weight on it again, which is awesome. And for those that don't know, my dog had some kind of leg injury about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and he's doing okay, you know, now. But there was definitely a point where it was like, you know, okay, you know, he's older, and you know, if it's a serious injury, he might be in, you know, some big trouble. But yeah, wasn't expecting a Minecraft stream though. I typically watch people play horror games. Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea why why you got picked for here. Not that I'm upset about it, but I don't play horror. I don't do well with a lot of horror games. The closest I'll get is like Repo or like Lethal Company, maybe Phasmophobia, maybe. But yeah, beyond that, like I've tried to play like just to give you a really good idea, E3. I attempted to do RE2 twice and had panic attacks both times. So yeah, Horror and I are unfortunately not friends, and that's a shame because I don't hate horror. I have too much anxiety.
Hey, Hydra!
Hi, T1. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Oops. Again, guys, I want to say thank you all.
You're everything.
Hey, T-Fark! Good to see you. T-Fark, I assume you saw the clip. But in case you didn't get to see it, I have fulfilled my promise to you. And you now have a giant chicken. And I even put a sign for you. So yeah, hope you like. Hope I did you proud, T-Fark. Played Outlast, Slenderman, Poppy Playtime, Amnesia, The Dark Descent, Silent Hill. Would love to name more, but there's so many. Yeah, there's a lot of great horror games. E3, have you played the new Silent Hill? I think it's Silent Hill F. I have heard mixed things about the game, so I'm curious if you've played it. No spoilers, because I don't know who has who has played it or not, but yeah, if you've played it, I would love to hear your 2 cents on it. That's for sure. Yeah, Raynella does love Resident Evil. Raynella is one of our many horror fans here in the community. Not yet, but you pre-ordered Little Nightmares 3. Oh man, I have a Little Nightmares story. My ex-girlfriend, my now ex-girlfriend, she was my girlfriend at the time, made me watch I believe it was Markiplier's playthrough of Little Nightmares. There's not a lot I regret. I regret watching that playthrough. That game scared the hell out of me. Have I seen the trailer for Pal World Pal Farm? No, I haven't, T-Fark. I have not seen it yet. Does it look good? Jesse says, my fiance is playing the first Little Nightmares. They're trying to work through it. It's a great game, but man, there is some scary shit in there. Yeah, the plan was for me to play Little Nightmares 2 with my ex, but we broke up before that happened. So that did not come to pass. E3 loves Resident Evil and has RE7 and RE Village. Hell yeah. It's like Stardew Valley, but in Power World. Oh, well, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but sounds cool. All right, let's see. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So, starts here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like this, I think. Yeah. Oh, there's actually a really easy way for me to check this. Yep, okay, got it. Perfect. Making that way too hard on myself there. All right, and get this layer done. Should I have added a third layer of glass there? Yeah, let's add a third layer of glass. Playing Plague Tale Innocence, they have a new game coming out soon. That's a prequel. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. Sorry, I know I'm not like necessarily reading a ton of chat right now. I'm just trying to stay focused on my idea here. Seeing if it will work. I think it will, but I want to see how it looks. Yeah. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really really proud of this. Should add some lo-fi music. Would be cozy for Minecraft. Yeah. So I actually do have some music, but I don't have enough for a Minecraft stream. Like I don't have enough licenses. That is absolutely something I'm looking into doing though for sure. I know there's a couple artists out there that are really good about that, but yeah, I just don't have enough. I have about an hour worth, but they're not really lo-fi either. So that's another issue. But you're not wrong. That is probably, if I'm gonna do this regularly, that's probably something I gotta do. Yes. Yes. Sorry guys, hang on one second. What's up, bud? It's okay. It's okay. He's not gonna hurt you. Good boys. It's okay, Tanner. Hey, you want to say hi, bud? Come here. Why don't you come a little closer, okay? Come here. You're just in camera range. Come say hi, Tanner. No, you don't want to? Okay, gotta pay for that, huh? Fair enough. Hey, look, I like a dog who knows his worth, right? Good boy. All right. You only know someone that made some. True. Raz, you think you could hook me up with someone, preferably a bounty hunter? You know, I'm always looking to hire somebody. For those that don't know, Raz makes music. For those that don't know, Raz, if you want to drop a link, please do so. All right, so we'll do a couple redstone blocks and then redstone powder. Then we will have a switch later. I think the signal should go through, right? If I do something like this. Let's see. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, redstone lamp. Curious to see if this will work or not. I think it will. Liking the playlist on Spotify? Yeah, Raz does good work. He really does. Okay, yeah, that is something I was concerned about. Whoops. Gonna fix this up a little bit here. I don't like how the glass panes, you know, connect to it. So I'm replacing these. Alright. Rather than the glass pane. How do I get these outside guys to work without ruining the look here? Suppose the answer is I don't. You know what? That's actually okay. Yeah, we'll just do this. Make it look all nice and fancy now. Yep, I like where this is going. I think I'm cooking, chat. I think I'm cooking. You all right there, Tanner boy? Does anyone else just absolutely hate like the glass breaking sound in this, or is that just me? Hey, Stexon, how you doing, bud? Stexon, just so you know, because I know you're one of the people that advocated, we are very, very close to unlocking the Telos Principle playthrough. You hate this game's entire sound design, really, T2? I don't really. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just. I can't really think of anything I hate other than the glass breaking. What do you not like, T2? Just like literally everything? Oh, you're not a fan of like the balancing. Cause yeah, the rain is loud as fuck. That is true. Like that is 100% true. Zombies mowing through miles of terrain. Also true. I mean, yeah, I can't really argue with anything you've said. That's I feel like they've improved it with this version, but yeah, the original stuff, I definitely remember there was an issue with those, for sure. Could be me and just dig your way through a mountain with a feather. True. That's why you set custom stuff to avoid rain and mobs and stuff. Yeah, mods are a really good help. I know they've added a lot of settings, at least for Bedrock Edition. They have. I don't remember the Java version. I'd have to go back and take a look at that. But I do feel it's gotten better. You know, I don't know. The rain doesn't feel that loud to me right now. No mods, just general world creation settings. Also fair. So what do you guys think? I think that's a pretty nice look, nice lighthouse. It's not done yet, but I think this looks pretty good if I do say so myself. Let me go grab the right door. Yeah, it's not nothing too crazy, but I'm pretty happy with it. Used to make a crap ton of houses of Marvel characters on Minecraft. Hell yeah. What's the small problem there, Stexon? Time Captain sees the lighthouse, he's already run aground. True. But you know. Also, that didn't work the way I thought it would. So, let's do this. Okay, that's not working the way I thought it would either. Must have been a mod that actually allowed redstone dust to be useful. Alright, we'll do it this way. Nope, those redstone blocks always stay powered on, huh? Yeah, that might be the way to go. G1, you're probably right. I guess when I played this, I had a mod on that actually made redstone work. Like intuitively rather than whatever the fuck this is. Cause yeah, the mod pack I used to use, it was very simple. It was like you lay down the redstone, you connect it to a switch on the other end, and then it would work. But yeah, this is not going to work. And I don't really feel like trying to figure it all out, like redoing the piston setup and everything. So we're just kind of a lighthouse that's always on. That is how it works, but it has a length. Yeah, but so what I'm talking about is that even the redstone blocks would do that as well. But in here, it appears the redstone blocks are always powered on. In any circumstances, regardless of whether there's a switch or not. And as long as it was connecting, it would be fine. But like, see, even when I put it on top, it's like, and that's what I was referring to. Is like the redstone blocks, they would also power on and off. So yeah, that's a mod. I don't understand why the redstone blocks are always powered on. Personally speaking, that doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, that's the way it goes. So that's that's the way it is. I guess I'll just leave it always on. Like a battery. Yeah, yeah. The other thing I also remember as well is like another mod behavior, and I know this is mod behavior because I just experimented with it, is that you could put like redstone dust on like the sides of walls. I know here it does it automatically if like you put, like block here, redstone dust on top, block here, redstone dust on top, it'll connect it automatically, which is awesome. But the downside of that is that you need to always have another block to put the redstone dust on top of, which is unfortunate. But that's all right. So that idea doesn't quite work the way I wanted, but that's okay. Definitely not the end of the world. Is what it is. So I'm not gonna be mad about it. This does make me a little sad though. That makes me a little sad. But again, not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. Hate that panes don't connect like full blocks. Well, the funny thing is, they do and they don't, which is, yeah, just something that, again, not necessarily thrilled about. It's not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination, right? But it's like with the redstone lamps, for example, that we had up top. They connected to those, but they don't connect to doors. So it's like, all right. Yeah, again, it is what it is. It's limitations of the system, and for me, I think a little inconsistency in the rules. But hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, yeah, that's Minecraft. Do 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 do. Hey, Silver, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. I gotta fix that on my end. I think it played, but I gotta fix something on my end there. Wasn't bad. Glad to hear it. Legend of Dragoon, hell yeah. Alright, so we'll just put this in here. Stop floating for a minute. that there, go down a ways, put that there, and go down a ways, and there we go. Yep, got a little closet here. I'm just gonna. There we go. Got a nice little storage unit. Right there. Yep, that'll be fine. All right, there we go. Also put a some torches here as well. Make sure nothing spawns up here. Oh yeah, we should probably add in that other support as well. And fix this so someone doesn't just accidentally walk off like a big dodo bird, huh? Yeah, no, absolutely no one would do that, right? Right? Where the skeletons are kept in the closet, indeed. All right, so yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think that's a nice little addition. We'll have to make a path, down in, of course, but yeah, I think that looks pretty good. All right, let's get a gate. This is another thing I'm not like the biggest fan of, right? It's like you put a wall and then this and they don't connect for some reason. That kind of bothers me, but we can fix that pretty easily. Let's do this. It's not perfect, but hey, it works. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's grab some stairs. And we'll continue to build the path up there and call it good. Almost. Almost had it. Let's see. Oops. Alright, there we go. So now we got a path up to the lighthouse. Probably add some lights too. Hmm. Yeah, I can probably fix the rest of this later. I don't feel like dealing with it now. It's all good. I think if we just go here, I think that'll be fine. Hmm. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. I don't think we really need to go too crazy with this, huh? Yeah, I think that's good enough. Alrighty. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Probably want to expand that out a little bit so we have a little bit more room, but yeah, I think overall this design looks pretty good. I'm not too upset about it. Let's just clear this out, and we'll fix up the rest of the fence here. Okay. Hey, look, here's the skeleton to go in the closet. Coinky dink. I think not. Okay. Follow the yellow dirt road. Follow the yellow dirt road. Follow, 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 follow the yellow dirt road. Oops. You'd think I get better at this by now. You'd think. You'd be wrong. Alright, there we go. So now we got a nice little area for the lighthouse. Maybe we can even build like a little shack here for the lighthouse keeper, right? Build a little house. I think that could be kind of cool. But yeah, I feel this is really coming along. What do you guys think? How Twitch? What's your opinion? YouTube, you can leave a comment as well. But here's our little village here. It's not completely fenced in, but it's getting there. But what do you guys think? You guys liking it so far? Need improvement? What do you all think? Let me know. Looking good? Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. But yeah, it looks like aside from the beach now, it's pretty secure. There's a couple areas where monsters can still come in and obviously still spawn in, right? Because there's going to be a lot of like dark patches. But as a whole, I do think it's come along pretty well. We still have a little bit of work to do as far as like securing securing some of the area, but I do think as a whole it's coming along really, really well, and I'm really happy about it. But yeah, so here we go, guys. This is our village so far. Again, this is just me kind of whiffing it, no real plan. But maybe I think what we'll do if we'll continue this, maybe I'll start taking some ideas from chat, maybe YouTube comments. So like YouTube, if you have something, maybe we'll you leave it in and I'll try to add it later. And chat, like if you have something you want to see, let me know. I mean, T-Fark requested a giant chicken. I delivered on that. And I gotta say, out of everything, this is probably the thing I think that looks, at least out of my designs, it's probably my favorite. Now, like I said, I think that's my masterpiece. I don't think I'm getting much better. Much better than this, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Now, where's the mines? You yearn for the mines? They're right here, Sexton. The mines are right here. But I haven't really done a lot in here. In fact, there's not even a switch to open these doors yet. Or actually, no, there is. I did install that. I forgot. No, there's not a switch. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, here are the mines. I don't have a way out of the mines yet. I don't have a switch on the other side yet. Hey, Mama Boo, welcome on in. A windmill. Oh, that would be good. Maybe try to make a tanner. Ooh, I could do that. Okay, so let's make some notes here. We'll do what we did last time. We'll leave some notes for some future ideas. So if we're gonna make a tanner, he's obviously got to go near the church. Just the rule. I don't make the rule. But all right. Are cats in this? That's a great question. I actually don't know. Then I see Mama Boo has a windmill. So maybe we'll build the windmill over here. I don't think I can get a working windmill, though. I think I would need mods. Although, actually, maybe with pistons you could do it. Ocelots can be tamed as pets and PC, but they're in jungles. Okay, cool. Alright, so there we go. Staking out some territory. I'm gonna make a, I'm gonna leave my own note. A cat cafe. Well, that's different, but we could absolutely make it happen. We do have this open spot right here. That's going to take some creativity. But, you know, I think we can make it work. A duck house? I mean, potentially I could come up with a duck house. I don't know how I would do that, but I'll at least write it down. You mean chicken? Well, we already have a giant chicken. Interpretation up to the streamer. Okay, sounds good. See, we have a giant chicken. So we don't need more chicken. And look, we have 2 tiny chickens, too. So we've already got a giant chicken. I don't think we need a chicken house. That's 2 chickens. Okay, well, Silver, I was asking for suggestions from the chat. So that's the context of you commenting. You got to be very clear on that. But yes, it's not a house. It's just a giant chicken statue. But I'm glad that you also think it looks like a duck. Because I am convinced it looks like a duck. But all right. I'm very happy with the way this this turned out, everybody. I think this is I think this has been a very good a good experience, if you will. All right. There we go. Now that's lit up, so hopefully mooks won't spawn there. But this is what it looks like from far away. Not too bad, huh? Not too bad. I think we've done some good work here. But all right, I do think it is about that time. I'm gonna wrap up. I haven't had dinner yet, so I want to go cook some dinner and hang out with the pets. But man, we had a really slow start today, and viewership is just really taken off tonight. I may have to consider rearranging my dinner schedule if that's the case, because if we're about 2 hours in and viewership's this good, I kind of don't want to end. If I'm gonna be completely honest. But yeah, we'll save here. And we'll wrap up. So, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video and you like what my crazy brain comes up with and my even crazier ideas from Twitch chat, thanks again, Twitch chat. Leave a like, leave a comment. Well, in the meantime, we're going to wrap up here. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye!